Hey everybody, I know I posted on my Facebook a while back that my seeds were finally in, and I told my old staff sergeant that I was going to give a list. So instead of writing a list, I thought I'd make a video and you'll just go through all of our seeds and enjoy that together. So first I'm going to go through the ones that I ordered, and these are brand spanking new. And first things first, we got a bunch of packets. I'm planning on having a pretty good sized garden. It's kind of an experiment. I haven't had a large garden since I was a kid, like 8 area. So it's kind of just an experiment. See what grows, see what doesn't grow, how much it grows. Kind of trying to hone my skills a little bit before I go into eventually full-time farming. The first one that I've got here is a packet of peppers. These are a mix of different colors. Basically, I'm going to plant a couple of these. Whatever colors pop up, great. They're all going in a salsa. I have a packet of Sweet Beauty watermelon seeds, and these are supposed to be about 6 pounds whenever they're fully grown. I plan on kind of trellising these with some cattle panel. I wanted it to be a little bit on the small side. One, I don't eat a lot of watermelon. I know Ivana will and Darren will. Travis, I doubt it. But so smaller, better. They won't fall off the vine. That'll be nice. And then these are also in no particular order. Whichever ones that I pick up is what is next. We got a set of pick-a-bushel cucumbers, and these are for pickling. Again, I don't eat pickles. I think they're probably one of the most disgusting things that anyone could ever put in their mouth. Rotten vinegar cucumbers. Ugh, pickles. Ugh. They stink up the whole house when you do it. It's no. But I'll grow them for Ivana. I know she wants them. Done deal. So there's those cucumbers. Ivana's mom has requested that I grow radishes. Haven't grown these in a long time. I take that back, actually. When I moved back to Kentucky in 2010, 2011, something like that, I had a good sized garden in the backyard there, and had radishes. So I don't remember if they did well or not, but that's fine. We'll try it. Another thing, here's organic, another organic cucumber that is meant more for slicing, so things that go into like Ivana salads and stuff like that. Not a really big cucumber guy. Yeah, cucumbers. We have an organic pepper. These are California Wonders. The reason why I got these, they're more of a bell pepper type, and supposedly they should be done in about 55 days, 58 days, something like that, if I remember correctly. So looking forward to that. I think that's going to be the next vegetable that I try. I've had them in breakfast burritos a little bit, kind of, but I'm really trying to expand my horizons here, and I think that peppers are going to be the way to go. I don't know, I'm seriously a white boy. We had some spicy sausage and some zuppa toscano that Ivana and I made the other day, and it was just a little bit too spicy for me. So we're gonna go with the sweet bell pepper. That's what that is. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, how many seeds did I get? And then I looked at it and was like, oh, it's peas. Okay, cool. Well, peas. These are Lincoln peas, and kind of like the cucumbers and watermelon. I'm gonna trellis those. I think that along with some corn, we'll be putting beans next to the corn, and the beans will grow up the corn, whatever. And I think I'm gonna do some peas like that too. See if it works. Worst comes to worst, I'll always have the trellis, the cattle panel. That's fine. Broccoli. Now, any of you knows me, I am not a vegetable person at all. However, I love raw broccoli and ranch. It's about the only way that I'll eat broccoli, because I think that cooked broccoli smells like... So anyways, raw broccoli, great. Onions, Walla Walla sweet onions. They're like your typical everyday yellow onion that you see at the store. Absolutely detest onions. I get that taste in my mouth if I'm like at a restaurant and order like a what's the eggs and the whatever. Anyways, I taste that onion in my mouth, like crunch down into it, and my appetite is completely ruined. It's bad. So absolutely hate onions, specifically for Jeff from Georgia and Ivana if she so chooses to eat onions. We got some seed starting handbooks, a couple of them. I don't know why we get more than one. Maybe I guess if one lose one or whatever. Very excited about this, carrots. So the way that I plan on doing these is in 30-inch beds, raised beds, with about 12 inches, maybe 18, depending on, what my actual garden size ends up being. And you can plant these 1.5 inches apart, 5 rows in a 30-inch raised bed, and that's a lot of carrots. Even if you only go 10 feet, that's a lot of carrots. So very much so looking forward to this. There's like 200 seeds in here, so hopefully I have like 200 carrots. It's really good. Next thing we've got here, very much so looking forward to this, organic San Marzano tomatoes. Now, I've had great success with tomatoes. I've had terrible success with tomatoes. I really hope these work out, because I've discovered in the past 2-3 years or whatever that Ivana makes fantastic pizza sauce. So I hopped on Mr. Google Pants and I said, what's the best paste tomato? And multiple sites said San Marzano tomatoes. And I was like, sold. All right, fine. So I saw this and I was like, yep, I'm getting those, and I'm gonna grow the crap out of them, because I absolutely love her pizza sauce. It is amazing. If you haven't had it, you're missing out. They also say that the San Marzano is like the original authentic Italian tomato that they make pizza sauce with. So winning all around. Also, another thing that I've recently tried and liked this past year is kale. Now, this is a white Russian kale. I think in my other seed pack there's some varieties. We'll get into that. But this is, we had some starts already. We got them from like Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever, and we grew the crap out of them. We just kept on cutting off the biggest shoots and leaving the tiny 3 in the middle, and they just kept going. And it actually snowed it snowed in October, and it was still growing. It was still going fine. So eventually it just, it was like, we're done eating kale, so we had to cut it. Anyways, very much so looking forward to growing kale. I know I can do it. It goes crazy here in Missouri, so love it. Here's another thing that I absolutely love is Butter Crunch lettuce. I have really grown into liking salads. They're really good. I like putting chicken in them, drowning them in ranch, and then calling it good. So those are all the ones that I ordered this year. Now, Georgia, Ivana's mother, gave me a bunch of seeds that she had lying around, basically. And I don't know when the last time she actually had a garden was. So I don't know the viability of any of these, but you know what? For kicks and giggles, I'll try them. Sure, they're free. First thing we've got is Swiss chard. These are really good for stir fries and just leafy greens. To be honest, I don't really know a whole bunch about Swiss chard. I just know that it's leafy green. Okay, got that. Mama's mother also wants me to grow beets. These are a Detroit red beet. I don't know squat about beets, but we're going to try them. There's that. And while looking through all of the seeds that she had, an unopened pack of organic corn. So our little 6-acre property that I'll be growing all of this stuff on is completely surrounded by a conventional farm. And last year they did corn, so I'm really crossing my fingers, hoping, praying that they do soybeans this year, so that way I don't have any cross contamination from the field that completely surrounds that little property. That would break my heart. Now I can see on here, sell by 2015. We'll see how well this works out. There's that. And I got very surprised when I saw this packet. A zesty mixture of salad greens, or what some people call a mesclun mix. And these are fantastic. Honestly, I could probably get like 1,000 more seeds of this, because it only take like 14 days and you can chop them right there, the entire thing, and you have a boatload of salad that you can eat. A bunch of different colors, as you can kind of tell. I don't know, the lighting's kind of terrible in my basement. Or you could manually go through and, like I did with the kale, and chop all the biggest ones, and it'll just keep growing. So 14-day salad, yes sir. I saw that this was unopened as well, and you know what? Why not try it? King of the North peppers. I don't know how spicy these are. This packet says sweet. Of course, I'm a severe white boy, so it might still be spicy for me. I don't know, but we'll figure that out. We'll do that one. And here is another version of the kale, red Russian kale. So I'm going to assume that it's probably grows just the same as the white Russian kale, and we'll eat the crap out of that. Now, something I'm very looking forward to trying, which I've never tried before, is sugar snap peas. They are really sweet and sugary, so I don't see why I shouldn't try them. You can eat the whole pod, you can shell them and eat the peas inside. They're nitrogen fixing, so if any area is nitrogen deficient, they will grow nodules on their roots that will fix nitrogen, bring it from the air and put it into the soil. So why not? I like peas. We'll try it out. And this one is especially reminiscent of me. I can remember hours upon days upon days of stringing and snapping green beans from my garden in Kentucky. And that's what these are, Kentucky Wonder Bush beans. So looking forward to that. Planting them into corn, throwing them under a trellis, whichever one works best. Figure that out. Green beans, I don't love them. I will eat them if I absolutely have to, but I won't like it, I promise. So yeah, green beans. And something else that I found in her collection was a crisscross organic watermelon. So my plan is I'm gonna try to start these. If they don't take, then I'll use the other watermelon seeds. Depending on how much space that I end up taking, I might just plant both. I don't know if they both work out. Not really sure, but definitely good to have on hand. And the next thing that I've got here is 5-color silver beet. Now it says beet, but it's actually a type of rainbow Swiss chard. So I already said I don't know much about Swiss chard, but we're going to try and grow it. And then, like I said, I don't know how viable these are. Originally, these were in another Ziploc bag with the yellow pods still intact. They were super dry. I don't know if these are going to grow, but what the heck? They're here. They're aplenty. So whatever, I'll try them too. And then I also have a butternut squash. So try these out. I'm not a squash person. In fact, I don't even think Ivana can eat squash. I think she kind of has like a reaction to them. no telling what that is there, but we're gonna grow them for Ivana's parents. I know that Georgia loves them. Obviously, she wouldn't have kept the seeds if she didn't. So there's that, and just make sure. Yeah, I think that's about everything. So that's what we're gonna be growing in our garden this year. Hopefully this year also we'll be able to plant some fruit trees. Really looking forward to apple trees, pear trees. George's parents wants persimmon trees. The real citrusy, like orange, nectarines type stuff, it doesn't really grow very well here. We're like on the very edge of zone 6 and zone 5, so I don't think that's really going to work out very well. Walnut trees. I really want to get some berry bushes in. Man, I when I was a kid, we had this barbed wire fence all along the side of our pasture that had wild blackberries. To my knowledge, they were wild. And I swear to God, these things were as big as my thumb, and I would pick 5-gallon buckets of them regularly, and they were just fantastic. Loved them. Raspberries. Once they get started, they produce like crazy. I absolutely love raspberry jam. It's my favorite. And I know that Ivana can make it, so I'm gonna utilize that resource as much as I can. I'm sure blueberries are probably going to be on the table too. But yeah, so this is what we're planning on growing. This is our garden setup, and looking very much forward to this year and trying to grow a lot more of my own food. I believe that very soon things are going to start being scarce in the supermarket, and I'd much rather feel more comfortable personally of eating more of my own food rather than relying on someone else to maybe be able to sell their stuff to whatever store from whatever country, and be trucked 100,000 miles or whatever, to end up on my plate. I feel like this is a one step closer to a more self-sustaining lifestyle for me and our family. So yeah, more videos to come, and continue along with me as I journey through this garden this year. We'll have chickens. Hopefully we can get a boatload of eggs from there, and yeah, we'll see where it takes us. Thanks everybody. Have a great one.